What's going down, fight fans? This is Spaniard Northwest Fight Scene. I'm sitting here in Bend, Oregon. I'm here with fighter and trainer Erik Victor. I'm here at his academy. I'm here to talk about the fight coming up at Desert Brawl, the fight with JT Taylor. Now, a lot of things have happened since the fight. Obviously, you know of the Facebook war, a lot of talk around town. It's basically riled everybody up from far and a few. Talk about basically what started it, where it came from, and kind of what has got the fuel of the fire.
Absolutely. You know, I moved up here from Orange County, California. I came out of some pretty powerful gyms and decided to open up an academy. And being a new dog in a city here, I decided I've got to go ahead and challenge who I thought was the best. And JT at 170 pounds seems to be the best pound for pound guy in the area, and I just feel ridiculous to go and challenge anybody else but the best.
Now, for the people that don't know you, don't know where you come from, talk about your training, your fight history, and where you come from.
Absolutely, yeah. I started back in 1998 with Chris Brennan. I was really blessed to fall into the right camp at the right time. Chris took me under his wing, never charged me a dime, just started training with him, going to his fights, going to his seminars, going to his classes, whatever I could do to live with Chris, to basically attach myself to him is what I did. And he brought me up, and as soon as he moved to Texas, I went ahead and went in, not so much a business partnership, but I went in as a trainer for Mike Guyman, who runs Joker's Wild Fighting Academy down in Mission Viejo, and just try to do as best I can with the best fighters I can down in that area. And I've trained there for about 12 years, and when I moved up here, I decided just to throw the dice on the table. I wanted to see who the best was. I went and trained with JT, and I was so unimpressed with his ability on the mat and what he was representing that I decided to open up my own facility and challenge him personally.
Now, those are some pretty big, heated words. Obviously, you feel his is lacking. How do you feel your strengths are better or somewhat in the cage? How do you feel you're going to take JT out the day of the fight?
Absolutely. I feel I'm more athletic. I feel I've put more time in this sport with better people in this sport, not just on weekends, but day in and day out, 5-6 hours a day for years in and years out. And, the resume people I could list off is nothing like his. He might have a little more experience than me in the cage, but definitely in the training room I come out on top, and I think that you have to train a lot before you can just hop in a cage. It's easy to put a mouthpiece in and make a walk, but to actually have some good technique is a whole different story, and I think JT's lacking in that area.
Now, you do have fights. You've had some fights in the past. Now, what do you think about when people say that it's kind of, having fights a while ago, but then still competing actively, that's going to be a little bit of time off? Do you think it's going to be easy to shake off some of the ring rust right off the bat, or do you think that might be?
We'll have to see. It's going to be a moment-by-moment thing. My greatest concern right now is just being able to control my wins, manage my wins consistently, and be able to be not gas out in the first, second, or third round, just be able to put my head in his chest and go hard for 15 minutes. As far as the ring rush, like I said, I come out of some of the biggest training rooms that I know of, and with heavy hitters, and so I think that being just trained in the room is sometimes harder than going into a cage. I've been into a lot of cage fights. In fact, all 3 of my cage fights were breezes compared to some of the nights I've had to spend in the room, so absolutely.
Now, you don't want to always be the biggest dog in the room. Who are you bringing in other partners to come in and train for this fight?
Oh, absolutely. That's just another side note to this, where JT is going to be training with some little munchkins down there in his academy and won't bring anybody in and thinks he's the top dog in this area. I'm going to go ahead and take about 5.5 weeks here, go down to Orange County. I'll be training with ex-UFC veterans Mike Guyman. I'll be training with Adam Lynn. I'll be training with Antonio McKee. I'll be training with Tracy Hess. I'll be training with Chris Brennan the last 2 weeks when he gets there from Texas. And I'm taking this fight serious, and I intend to put my head in this guy's chest, run him down, and beat him down.
Now, after the fight, is this going to be as much animosity, do you think?
I don't really have any animosity towards JT. It's not a personal issue for me. It's just a professional issue. I think that he represents things that he's really not a part of. Being from Carlson Gracie, I don't think he's ever really put a day in Carlson Gracie's camp other than taking some photo ops. I don't think that he is who he says he is. After I prove that, there's no animosity. People will see that that I am who I say I am, and I'm going to prove it on September 10th.
All right. Well, anything else you'd like to say? Any other shout out?
I'm just looking forward to Ben seeing this fight. I'm hoping that this will spread some word around the Pacific Northwest, in particular Central Oregon, that I'm here, that next generation's here, and if you want to learn some crafty stuff on the ground, you'll come here and train here with me.
All right, well, you heard it here, Spaniard, NWFightScene.com, Erik Victor. Look forward, it's going to be a heated battle coming up, Desert Brawl, Northwest Fight Scene, NWFightScene.com.